Welcome back to Kids TV. I'm Gabrielle.
And I'm Eric.
It's a brand new month, which means it's a brand new series. What's it called, Eric?
The Messengers. We're learning about messengers in the Bible who shared the news of Jesus.
Yep, but before we get to our story, we're gonna play a quick game. Today's game is called Say Anything. It's pretty easy. All we have to do is say random words back and forth without pausing or repeating. Whoever messes up first has to put a piece of tape on their face, and whoever has 3 pieces on their of tape on their face first loses. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, are you gonna start?
Yes, I will start with clouds,
Frame,
pineapple,
chair,
carpet,
Bible,
drapes,
hand sanitizer,
porcupine,
flashlight,
cactus,
candy,
sand,
rug,
desert,
minion,
ocean,
banana,
tree,
water bottle.
leaves.
I think I might have paused a little too long, so I'll take the loss on that one.
Okay. You know, if you get 3, you lose.
Oh, well, it's stuck to my hand. Okay. The glasses might need to come off.
All right, you ready?
Great.
Why don't you start us this time?
Okay. Cord,
Outlet,
elephant,
garage,
tiger,
car,
monkey.
paper.
No way!
Oh no! I hesitated just a little bit too long. Okay, how? Let's see. Okay, you ready?
I can't look at you.
I'll start this time. Microphone,
Sand,
microwave.
waves.
Or you tell me to wait?
No, I said waves.
Oh! Wait, did that mean that I lost? That man? Okay. Well. Alright.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Bed,
Chair.
pillow.
Vacuum. Come on! That was like that was a total loss right there.
I feel
Here.
like I'm saying
That's
all
for
the,
you.
thinking all the words
That's
that
for you. This is not a good look for me. I don't think. Perfect. All right, go ahead and start us up.
Cup,
Hair,
water,
hairspray.
sand. No!
Oh, she said sand. Oh,
No, I'm gonna have
okay.
to do the consequence.
I think this is consequence enough.
Well, this is fun. Ish.
Yeah, that's a good look for you. All right, guys. Well, why don't we go ahead and go to worship?
Let's do it.
Well, we are so glad that you're here. Would you stand to your feet? Let's sing this out together. When darkness tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love.
All right, so today we start a new series called The Messengers. We'll explore different ways that people deliver messages and how it all connects to the way people delivered the message about Jesus.
The first messenger we're going to learn about is a man named Saul. He didn't really like people who followed Jesus. Saul would even try to track them down and throw them into prison. Let's learn more about his story by reading Acts chapter 9, verses 1 through 20. Then we'll check in with Carl and see what he's up to this month.
Yeah.
Hi there, everybody. It is so good to see you. What's that? Oh, this? Well, to be completely honest, I wasn't expecting y'all. You see, all of y'all know that my main job is to host this great TV show called Grow TV. But sometimes when I get the chance, I like to deliver mail, like a messenger. That's right, delivering other people's mail is like one of my favorite pastimes. Something about taking long walks outside, seeing all the pretty stuff in the neighborhood. It's soothing, you know? Also, sometimes people leave snacks on the sidewalk, so... Never mind about that last one. Now you're probably wondering why I love being a messenger so much. Well, it's simple. Messages are important. I mean, think about it. Your parents coming to tell you that dinner's ready? Well, that's a message. A birthday card from your grandma, but like you open it and there's money in it and you're trying to like be like, oh, I'm reading the card, Grandma, this is so nice. But the whole time you're just focused on how much money is in the card. That's a message. Messages can bring sadness or joy. They can tell us new things or remind us of something from a long time ago. So as a messenger, I get excited about bringing people these. Speaking of people, I'm outside here at my good friend Andrew's house. Now, are y'all cool if I pull a little prank on him real quick? He doesn't really like spiders, so I got a little fake one for him. Let's try it. Hey, Angie, you home?
Hey, Carl. Good to see you.
And to you as well. Nice to see you as such as well. Anywho, I got a message for you.
Oh, really? Great.
Yeah, it looks like something someone ordered off the web.
Nice. I've been waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that would be funny.
Okay, it was a little funny. But seriously, is there anything for me today?
Oh, let me see. Ah, I found one. Here you go.
Awesome. Huh.
What is it?
I'm not sure. It says, "We are God's messengers."
Huh, that makes no sense. Who's it from?
It doesn't say. It just says Acts 9, 1 through 20 on the envelope.
Well, that makes no sense.
What doesn't?
What the letter said, we ain't God's messengers.
Whoa, hold up there, Carl. You don't think we're God's messengers?
Of course not. That was like Moses, Deborah, Elijah.
Paul?
Exactly, Paul. He's a messenger for God, not me.
I wouldn't be so sure, Carl. Do you know what happened in Acts 9?
Is that where the ark drove into like this other dimension filled with like a whole bunch of marshmallow people?
No, I'm not even sure that's in the Bible. Anyway, the story is something truly special. Do you have your Bible on you?
You know I do.
Acts chapter 9, Carl. Acts is in the New Testament.
I knew that. I was just hoping that when I opened my Bible, the pages would tell me where I needed to go.
Has that ever worked?
No, usually Andy or Jada just reads it to me. X. Ah, chapter 9. What happened?
Well, the thing is, Saul...
Wait, Saul? I thought we were talking about the Apostle Paul.
We are. Same guy. So there was a time when Saul was not the nicest to people who followed Jesus.
Really?
Really, he didn't believe in Jesus at all. And he tried to get other people to stop believing in Jesus too. But one day he was traveling with his friends and God spoke to Saul.
No way, what did God say?
And God asked Saul, "Saul, why do you persecute me?" Saul asked, "Who are you, Lord?" And God responded with, "I am Jesus whom you are persecuting." He replied, "Now get up and go into the city and you will be told what you must do."
Whoa, I bet Saul was pretty shocked to hear that.
That's right. When Saul fell down, he tried to stand up and he couldn't see.
He went blind?
Yep, so they got up and went to Damascus, the city nearby. And he couldn't see for 3 days.
Whoa, that's a long time. Was God going to help him?
Of course, but not in the way you would expect. God spoke to a man in the city by the name of Ananias. God told him to go to a house in the city to find Saul, but he didn't want to at first.
What? Why wouldn't he want to help someone?
Well, if you remember, I said that Saul didn't really like anyone who followed Jesus. He had a reputation of hurting people like that, so Ananias was afraid that he might get hurt too.
Oh, I understand that then. So what did he do?
He trusted God. He did what he was told, and when he found Saul, everything changed.
No way, how?
They met in the house that Saul was in, and then Ananias put his hands on him and prayed. Then Saul's vision returned and he could see. They spent time with him in Ananias' community. They gave him food and he was baptized too.
Let's go! That is so cool!
Isn't it? Paul was forever changed, and that's how we become one of God's messengers.
Wow, so Paul wasn't a nice guy before, but since he met Jesus, everything changed.
Exactly, and Paul spent the rest of his life sharing God's message with everyone he could, and we are invited to do the same. We have the chance to be changed just like Saul was. It's kind of amazing that we get to be messengers just like so many believers before us.
You really think so?
Of course, God calls us to take the message of Jesus and deliver it to all of our friends and family.
What about people we don't know?
Yup, everyone. But don't worry, when we get nervous, we can trust God just like Ananias did.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey kids, guess what I got in the mail? It's today's big idea. You know what it is? I bet you do. It's we are God's messengers. So let's say it out loud so the whole neighborhood can hear us, okay? 1, 2, 3. We are God's messengers. Great job, everyone. Now make sure to tune in next week because we have a very special delivery for you. See you then.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Pro TV.
So, did Saul seem like he would ever be a good messenger for God?
Definitely not.
Exactly. But then he started a relationship with Jesus and became one of Jesus' most powerful messengers. God sometimes uses the most unlikely people as messengers, including you and me.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Paul basically became a missionary.
Yeah. That's right. Missionaries are people who go all over the world to spread the gospel, the good news of Jesus.
Speaking of missionaries, at New Heights, we support missionaries all around the world. And in fact, sometimes we send teams of people that go to church here off to those other countries, places like Uganda and Indonesia and Slovakia and Lebanon.
Yep.
And those people that we send go and they connect and support missionaries there and partner with them as they spread the gospel in those parts of the world. And speaking of trips, Eric, you're about to go on a missions trip.
I am.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, we are going back to Mexico.
Okay.
Last year we went to a place called Quintana Roo, which is like 4 hours away from Cancun, if you didn't know. But yeah, it was so cool because we went to go and hang out with kids that only speak Mayan, which is very different from Spanish. And we played soccer with them, we shared the gospel with them, and this time we're going back to work with their pastors and their leaders so that they can build up their church and continue to minister to the Mayan kids.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for you guys, and we can be partnering with Eric and his team when they go by praying for them.
Yes.
All right, take some time and discuss our lesson with your class. Well, it's that time, and because we're talking all about missionaries and spreading the gospel all around the world, this month our consequences are international snack themed, and I'm really, really nervous because I'm not the most adventurous eater. So I'm gonna spin because I lost, unfortunately. What do we got?
Okay, we got black 22.
22. Okay, Eric, what do I have to try?
Okay, what we have for you to try comes hailing all the way from Eastern Europe. We have fish jerky. Yum. So that's for you.
I don't like seafood at all.
Seafood likes you, I think. So go ahead and, no, you give it a whiff. Well, I mean, it is wise to whiff your food before you eat it, right? That way you know, ugh.
Just in case you wanted to.
You don't need to waft it my way.
It smells like my dog's food.
Bon appetit. Yum. Tell us, what's the journey of flavors that you're experiencing right now, Gabrielle? No, not good? Okay.
It's fishy.
All the way from...
Okay, here's the thing. It has like a nice like jerky taste, like it kind of tastes like beef jerky, but then the second it's like in your mouth, it's just so fishy.
Just a whole new blast of flavors.
I think you would want to eat it. Well, on that note, our consequence is over, but Next week we have a special surprise because we're talking about missionaries this month. We're gonna connect with our friend Jarrett, who used to be on this show, and we're gonna chat with him and see what he's been up to as a missionary in Indonesia. So stay tuned next week for that. See you guys later.
See ya.